What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne, and thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we're here to check out the all-new 2024 Fiat 500e. So after a 5-year hiatus, the Fiat 500 is back as a fully electric vehicle, right? So this is an EV, and I'm going to tell you up front, this is a vehicle that is built for extremely small towns that we typically see in other countries and not in the US. So if you live in like a small town in Italy, this would be more of an ideal car that is small with a crazy small turning radius, very compact, easy to park. You know, that's kind of where this car would excel at. In general roads here in the US, not so much. So this, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, is priced at $34,000. With that being said, it has a 42 kilowatt hour battery with a max range of 149 miles. And you can get from about 0 to 80% state of charge using a fast charger, the DC fast charger, in 35 minutes. So 149-mile range. Let's talk about that. Obviously, that's not a lot of range. So like I said, this would excel in, you know, small town trips. Here in Atlanta, it's not even suitable for airport pickups, right? So if you live in a small town, you want to run to the grocery store or, small errands, this is the kind of vehicle that, would do that. This is a good vehicle for that specific purpose. Um, Aside from that, you're going to be facing a lot of range anxiety. Now, 0 to 60 comes in about 8 seconds or so it's not the fastest thing, but it's not designed to do that. So starting with the front, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there isn't a frunk, right? So you open up the hood, you're going to start seeing electrical components. There's no storage up front whatsoever. Now, we do have the traditional design that we expect from the Fiat vehicles, the LED headlamps and, the daytime running lamps all mimic the traditional design language that you would expect in this vehicle. Now, coming to the side profile, you're going to get what you would expect from a Fiat 500. The wheelbase is shorter than the attention span of a toddler. And that is going to translate into not the smoothest ride available, right? I mean, you know what to expect. A short wheelbase, you're going to start feeling a lot of the different, you know, bumps in the road. You're going to feel that a lot more, as opposed to a vehicle with a longer wheelbase. But that's what you're getting in this vehicle. It's designed to be small and compact and be easy to park, just easy to handle. Now, of course, we have the 17-inch wheels on this model. They're black and they contrast against this rose gold paintwork. The rose gold, it does stand out. I believe this is also available in black and red as well, but I got the rose gold tester, and again, it has the 17-inch wheels. Coming towards the back, we have LED tail lamps. If you lift up that rear hatch, we do have a small amount of storage there. If you want to increase your storage capability, you want to drop those rear seats in the back to increase that storage capability. But you're not really buying this for a vehicle that has tons of storage capacity. Again, it's just a small vehicle to get you to and from places that are extremely close by. Coming over to the interior, it's what you would expect. I did notice the seats up front. They say Fiat inside the seat bolstering. I thought that was pretty unique. That's pretty cool. The dash, injection molding. We do have a touchscreen display here with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Wi-Fi as well. And we do have some textured surfaces on the dash here as well. The steering wheel is done in two-tone. We do have a thin film transistor display behind the steering wheel. And then coming lower in the center console, we have controls for your air conditioning system, wireless charging, a USB port, and then we have these buttons here for your gear selectors: park, reverse, neutral, and drive. We have a single cup holder up front, and then on the center console, a button for your E mode, whatever mode you're driving in, whether that's, full on normal, range, or Sherpa mode. I have it in normal. Let me put it back in normal. And then we do have two more USB ports and then an adjustable armrest, right? So there's not much to it when it comes to the interior. It's just minimal. And coming towards the back, The rear seating is large enough for a newborn. So this is an extremely compact vehicle. And quite frankly, again, if you're thinking about using this for anything other than getting around town, you might find yourself a little bit disappointed. So when it comes to vehicles like this that are specifically purpose driven, you have to keep that purpose that they built this for in mind when reviewing it and when driving it. So it's not really designed to go see your friend who lives 45 minutes across town. If you have if you live in a city that is densely populated like Atlanta, you know, one traffic jam, might give you some range anxiety if you're starting out with 149 miles max range to begin with, right? So there's no sunroof, no panoramic roof or anything like that. It's kind of bare bones, and for the price, uh, 34,000 does seem rather steep for this. To be completely honest, I think if it was priced at something like maybe 18,000, that would be a little bit more justifiable. But I don't know too many people who can drop 34 grand on an extremely compact vehicle, that has limited range. Now, there are a lot of people out here who love the styling of this thing. It's a very unique style, and the other people who love cars like this, such as this one, or the Mini Cooper or the Volkswagen Beetle, there's a demographic for sure of people who love unique vehicles, unique looking vehicles, or the cute looking vehicles like this. So there's definitely a market for it. But when you then translate that design language into an electric vehicle, it kind of narrows the market just a little bit more. So now you have to go after people who like these unique small looking vehicles but also don't have a long commute, right? So it kind of makes this vehicle even more, that much more niche than the previous generations, the internal combustion variants that we had a few years ago. And again, the overall handling is exactly what you would expect it to be. It's relatively small, so it feels sharp. Not a lot of input is needed because of that extremely short wheelbase. You do feel a lot of bumps. It feels almost like you're in a go-kart, just a little bit. But then again, if you floor it that 0 to 60 time, I'm flooring it now. It takes a little bit to get to 60, right? It's going to take a little bit of time to get to 60, which is not typical of electric vehicles. But then again, you only have a 42 kilowatt hour battery in here and 149 miles of range. You don't want to really be flooring this thing anyway. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves. I'll catch you guys in the next one.